Which of the following processes removes carbon dioxide from the atmosphere? The correct answer is C, photosynthesis. Of course, we know photosynthesis is the process by which plants make their food using carbon dioxide and water and the presence of light energy. Is a raw material for photosynthesis, that's carbon dioxide, so they take it from the atmosphere. So plants remove CO2 from the atmosphere in photosynthesis. So the correct answer here is C. A student used the following steps in testing for non-reducing sugar. The first step added Benedict solution to the sugar solution. The second one, he added dilute hydrochloric acid to the sugar solution. And the third step, he added sodium hydroxide solution to the sugar and boiled. And the last step, he added Benedict solution. So the question is, why did the student add the dilute hydrochloric acid to the sugar solution in step 2? The correct answer is B, to hydrolyze the sugar solution. Non-reducing sugars are complex sugars. They are disaccharides, like sucrose, like maltose. To hydrolyze them, to break them into monosaccharides, you add hydrochloric acid. That's the essence of adding HCl. You add HCl to break them down to monosaccharides. That's simple sugars. For instance, sucrose is a non-reducing sugar. The sugar that we use to drink our tea, sucrose, is a non-reducing sugar. If you add HCl to it, you break it down to glucose and fructose. Those two are monosaccharides. So HCl is used to hydrolyze the sugar solution when testing for the presence of non-reducing sugar. So the correct answer here is B. What is the importance of step 3 in the testing process? What's step 3 again? Sorry. Step 3 is to add the added sodium hydroxide solution. So what's the importance of adding sodium hydroxide solution after adding the HCl? It is to neutralize the sugar solution. Of course, when you add HCl, the sugar solution becomes acidic. And so you add the sodium hydroxide to neutralize it. Okay, because sodium hydroxide is an alkaline substance, so it will hydrolyze the sugar solution, which of course you have added HCl to. So the answer here is A, to neutralize the sugar solution. The color change to be observed in step 4, that's after adding Benedict solution. In step 4, Benedict solution was added. So what's the color change at the end of that process? The correct answer is B, brick red. That's the positive color change. It shows that the reducing sugar is present. You have brick red. All these other colors are for other food tests, like blue, black for starch, purple and violet for protein. You know, when you do bio-red test, you get purple or violet. But brick red, you get that when you do sugar test, simple sugar, non-reducing sugar. Okay, so if you look at this diagram, The Benedict solution is blue, so when you add it, you have this color. What you eventually have after boiling or after adding Benedict solution depends on the concentration of the sugar solution. If it is very little, you might have green color. It's also a positive color change. It shows that the sugar is present, but it is in small concentration. Okay? If it's orange, it's moderate. If you have brick red, it's high. Okay, so the color you get can actually tell you the concentration of the sugar solution. So the correct answer here is brick red. Okay. Which of the following organs of the alimentary canal is not correctly matched with its function? The answer here is C. The appendix does not release enzyme into the small intestine. So the answer here is C. Gallbladder stores bile, yes. Liver stores glycogen, and teeth grinds food. But appendix does not release enzymes into the small intestine for digestion. So C is the answer here. A person suffering from obstruction of the bile duct is advised not to eat fats and oil because bile emulsifies fats and oils. If the bile duct, the liver produces bile, and the bile is carried through the bile duct into the gallbladder, where it is stored. So if the bile duct is blocked, the person will be advised to keep away from fat and oil because there will be no bile to break down the fat and oil into smaller droplets, what we call emulsification of fats. It means breaking fats into smaller droplets. And what does that is bile. But if bile is being blocked from flowing into the gallbladder, that person will be asked to keep away from fats and oil. So the answer here is C. A community reaches a climax when the composition and size of a community remains constant over a long period. The answer is D. In ecological succession, where there is an orderly change from one community to another, until you have a stable community where the number and type of organisms are the same year to year, you say you have reached, or the community has reached a climax. So when it reaches a climax, it is the same type of organism, the same quantity you see year to year. So the answer is D. Which of the following components make up an ecosystem? An ecosystem is made up of the living and non-living factors interacting together. A unit of the environment where living and non-living factors are interacting together. So it's made up of living and non-living factors interacting together. The living factors, they are living organisms, like plants, like animals, microorganisms. The non-living factors, like the soil, the light energy from the sun, the gases like oxygen, carbon dioxide, they are interacting with the living factors. For instance, the plants will get the light energy from the sun to make food. Animals will feed on plants. Plants will release oxygen that will be taken in by animals for respiration. The plants will absorb nutrients from the soil. So there's a whole lot of interaction going on between the living and non-living factors that make up an ecosystem. So the answer here is B. The major problem experienced by organisms living in small water bodies is A. Drying up. Okay. Smaller water bodies like ponds, okay, even streams that are not so large can dry up, and when that happens, it exposes the aquatic organisms and they can be killed in the process. So it's a major problem. Even plants that live in the water will also be affected. The capillarity of soil refers to how easily water passes through the soil. That's B. The correct answer is B. Of course, you know, when you look at sandy, loamy, and clay soil, which one allows water to pass very easily through it? It is sandy soil, followed by loamy, and then clay. If you carry out this experiment where you put funnel and then you put the different soil samples and then you add water, you discover that water will easily pass through the sandy soil. So the tube the sandy soil will collect more water, showing you that the capillarity of sandy soil is high, very high. It's the highest amongst the three. Thank you very much. Please remember to click the subscription button for more videos.